Now, look, I want to address his comments after the game. I know he's upset. I know he's downtrodden. But it's like, bruh, the reporter asks you, what do you think about the fourth down, the decision to not go on fourth down right there? And he says, that's not my decision. Basically saying, I disagree with it. A very passive-aggressive way of saying, I don't like the call. But if you don't like the call, Aaron, why don't you say something in the moment? That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. That's not a leader, bruh. That's not a franchise quarterback right there. You wait until after the game is over in the press conference to voice your opinion about the call. You're fucking Aaron Charles Rodgers, bro. You got more clout than anybody in that organization. If you don't like the call, say so right then and there to Matt LaFleur. I don't like this call. And now I want to go to the real question of the day, which is there a possibility that Aaron Rodgers might not play in Green Bay next year? Do you want to see Love at quarterback? Yeah, I do want to see Love at quarterback. I want to see what Love can do at quarterback. And I think Love is going to be a lot better than people want to give him credit for. And I know a lot of people are going to be crying over Aaron Rodgers when he leaves. But honestly, if they can get a couple number ones for him, I'm going to be happy to see him go. There's no possibility he plays elsewhere because of the dead cap implication. He either suits up for the Pack or he rides the bench. Trubisky to the Packers, not ever in your fucking life. Look, let me tell you Rick LM, and I'm going to play the audio for you first, and then I'll break down the cap implications pre-June 1st and post-June 1st. But first, before that, though, let me just play the audio for you for what Aaron Rodgers said. This is Bill Huber.
Yeah, it's kind of along those lines. This would probably be a better question for next week, but we might not get you next week. So how do you go on from here? I mean, you kind of hit on some of the realities a minute ago. So how do you go on from here? How do you take the next step?
I know this is a low moment. I know this is a crushing blow moment, but how do you move on from here? What are your next steps, bro? And in past years, Aaron Rodgers is, even after tough losses, he's been pretty optimistic. I love this team. I love what we accomplished. I love our guys. I look forward to taking another crack at it next year. And I'm kind of paraphrasing, but no matter how devastating a loss has been or how disappointing a season has been, in previous years, I feel like Aaron Rodgers has always had a pretty optimistic outlook. The coaches, staff is great, the organization, I love Green Bay. Listen to what he says this time.
Yeah, Bill, it's a good question. I don't know. I really don't. There's a lot of unknowns going into this offseason now. And I'm going to have to take some time away for sure and clear my head and just kind of see what's going on with everything. But it's pretty tough right now, especially thinking about the guys that may or may not be here next year.
What do you mean you don't know, Aaron? You're still in the contract for 2-3 years. You know how you move on? You lick your wounds, you take a vacation, you drink some scotch, and then you bring your ass back to Green Bay next year and you do it all over again. And you try to go to 3 NFC championship games in a row. You take another crack at it because this team can definitely do that. And you restructure your contract to give them an opportunity to sign some more free agents, most notably the free agents on their own team. It's been speculated that Aaron Rodgers said what he said to put the focus on him and take it away from Jones and King's failures. I think that, no, fuck that. I think it all boils down to how you start, how smart you think he is, and if he's metagaming the media. Yeah, I think Aaron Rodgers is incredibly smart, which is why if he really wanted to metagame the media, he would have said exactly what he always says. You know what, Bill? That's a great question. It's going to be tough to move on from this one. We really felt like this was a team of destiny. We finally got the playoff game I always hoped for and I talked about all year. We didn't play our best ball, but I really like this team. I really believe in this coaching staff. I really like what we did this year. We accomplished a lot. 13-3 back-to-back seasons. Yeah, there's going to be some guys who may or may not be here. That's a mystery. Maybe I will have to look at restructuring my contract to try to do everything I can do to make sure these guys are around next year. The media will be like, look at Aaron Rodgers taking the blame. Look at Aaron Rodgers stepping up and saying, I might even restructure my deal if it will help. Look at Aaron Rodgers' leadership. Instead, he gives this really mysterious, passive-aggressive sort of like, I've never heard him give that sort of response before. That's what I'm saying, bro. Aaron Rodgers is too smart. He knows exactly what he said. He always picks his words very carefully, even after a loss.
You all and the job that you've done this year. I appreciate our interactions. Appreciate the opportunity to share every week. And I'll always be thankful for this season.
I don't know, man. Doesn't sound like to me like a guy who's going to be back next year playing for the green and gold. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Aaron Rodgers retires, man. I wouldn't be surprised if Aaron Rodgers retires, bro. Doesn't sound like a guy to me that loves football. Doesn't sound like a guy to me that's fired, that's pissed off that he didn't get it done and that's eager to prove everybody wrong. Sounds like a guy to me who just is like, accepted it. I'm not good enough. Even in the year when I felt like I played the best football of my life, I fell short. And as much as I love football, it's not my only love. He loves scotch and music and movies and other shit like that. And that's nothing wrong with that. But if you're going to be a franchise quarterback, you're going to be making $35 million a year, and you're going to be 20% of the team's total cap space, I'm going to need you to be a fucking psycho for football. And this dude is not a psycho for football. If you go to Spot Track, SPOTRAC.com, and you type in Aaron Rodgers, you look at the cap implications, it says pre-June 1st, if the Packers release him or trade him, is $31 million in dead cap. But here's where it gets interesting. Here's where it gets really freaking interesting. If they wait until June 1st, it's only a dead cap hit of $14 million, bro. $14 million. They actually save $23 million. They go from being $27 million over the cap to just $4 million over the cap. And then you come to a guy like Preston Smith. Now you've got a surplus of $8 million in cap space just by trading or releasing Preston Smith and Aaron Rodgers this year after June 6th.
Puda, you the GOAT, boy.